You wake up one day and realize your life runs on borrowed code. Someone else wrote your habits. Someone else designed your fears. Someone else installed your beliefs when you weren't even paying attention. Every ad, every scroll, every careless word from people who gave up on their dreams has shaped the system that now runs your days. And the worst part? You've been running it faithfully, every single day. But here's the truth. No one becomes great running someone else's program. If you want peace, power, freedom, you must write your own operating system. Not the kind that comes from motivation posters or empty speeches. I'm talking about a mental architecture so strong it doesn't crumble when life turns to chaos. A system that can hold you steady in the storm. A code you live by, not because someone told you to, but because you've tested it, burned through it, and forged it in fire. The first rule of this system: you are both the architect and the battlefield. No one is coming to save you. No one is obligated to understand you. You must build your own foundation while the rain is still falling. Look around. The world is noisy, fast, full of distractions pretending to be opportunities. Every second someone's trying to hack your attention, sell you comfort, keep you small. And while most people waste their lives chasing validation, the builders, the creators, the few who rise, they're writing code in silence. They're rewriting the rules inside their minds. Because mindset is not motivation. It's not feel-good talk. It's architecture. It's design. You choose what to install. You decide which thoughts to delete. You debug yourself every single day until your life runs smoothly on conviction, not on fear. Clarity, that's the core. Without it, every path looks tempting. But the moment you define what you truly want, not what your parents wanted, not what society wants, but what your soul demands, the noise starts to fade. Suddenly, your actions align. Your energy stops scattering. Your time becomes sacred. That's the moment you stop existing by default and start living by design. And when people say, life is unpredictable, you'll smile, because you've built a system that can adapt. You don't need the world to be stable. You just need your inner code to be unbreakable. Because discipline isn't about restriction. It's about precision. Freedom isn't the absence of structure. It's the mastery of it. When you wake up with purpose, every habit becomes sacred. Every repetition, every small, unseen action, it's code execution. And over time, it rewires your reality. You see, chaos isn't your enemy. It's the testing ground. Pressure doesn't crush you. It reveals your architecture. That's why you need to fail, to break, to rebuild. Every breakdown is a version update. Every pain is a patch that improves your design. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop blaming the external. Start engineering the internal. You are the system, the builder, the code, the reboot. Every person you admire once stood where you are, in the middle of confusion, self-doubt, and silence so heavy it could crush the soul. They didn't start with clarity. They built it. They didn't wait for confidence. They created it through repetition. They didn't pray for motivation. They disciplined themselves into power. Look at Edison, who failed 10,000 times before light was born. Or Lincoln, who lost more elections than most people dare to enter. Or Steve Jobs, who was fired from the company he built, only to come back and rebuild it better. What do they have in common? They didn't run from the storm. They became the storm. Pain was their teacher, not their excuse. Failure was their data, not their death. They didn't fear the fall because they understood one truth most people ignore. Every collapse is construction in disguise. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. You're supposed to be shaping yourself. Each scar is an instruction, each loss a recalibration. Each setback, a line of code that teaches your system how to adapt under pressure. But you can't build anything real if you're addicted to comfort. Growth begins the moment you stop running from discomfort and start walking straight into it. Discipline is not punishment, it's self-respect in action. It's waking up when you don't want to. It's doing the work no one applauds you for. It's saying no when the world begs you to say yes. Because the greatest battles are fought in silence. No camera, no audience, no applause. Just you, your will, and the resistance that tries to stop you. And every time you choose action over avoidance, you're rewriting the system. You're proving to yourself that you are stronger than circumstance, sharper than distraction, and more focused than fear. Most people break under pressure because they mistake it for punishment. But pressure is feedback. It's the universe asking, can you hold your form while everything shakes? And if you can remain calm when things fall apart, if you can breathe when your plans collapse, if you can still move forward when every part of you screams to stop, then you've already won. Because that's where strength is born. Not in comfort, but in confrontation. Not in control, but in surrender to the process. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be resilient. And resilience is not a gift. It's built brick by brick, habit by habit, decision by decision. You train it like a muscle. Through failure, through fatigue, through faith. And one day you'll realize that nothing outside of you has power anymore. Not their opinions, not your fears, not even your past. Because when your mind becomes your strongest weapon, the world becomes your playground. You stop competing with everyone else because you understand. There is no competition. There is only alignment. Your path, your purpose, your pace. The world tells you to hustle harder, but real power comes from moving with intention, not desperation. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters. It's not about working faster. It's about working deeper. And the deeper you go, the quieter it gets. Because true mastery doesn't make noise. It radiates presence. So take the chaos. Take the pain. Take the uncertainty and turn it into fuel. Let it burn until it becomes clarity. Let it shape you until it becomes strength. Let it break you until it can't anymore. Because growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from confrontation. The storm isn't against you, it's building you. And the world doesn't get better when it gets easier. It gets better when you do. So rise, rebuild, rewire. Write your code again. The world will keep spinning. The noise will keep screaming. But inside you, a new order is forming. An order of peace, of focus, of power. You've built your operating system. Now it's time to run it.